like this. It turns out I'm going to go to Taco Bell today. I'm going to buy some lunch. Now, Bryson, I'm not buying for you because I don't want to. So, I'm going to ask Tupper, because I like Tupper. He seems like a nice kid.
Oh, really?
Maybe he isn't. I don't know. Why is my God? Okay, there it goes. So, Tupper, what would you like? You get first dibs. What would you like, sir, at Taco Bell? My freaking pen is dying. Go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead. What would you like to have, sir? Okay, well, I'll decide for you. Thank you. You are going to have some tacos, apparently. What? None of my pens work. They all hate me today. Tacos. There you go. Turns out he's going to have 3 of them. All right. And you're going to have a... Can you shut up? Thanks. You're going to have some sort of burrito, and I don't really care why. We're all going to have the same burrito because I'm too lazy to decide which one it is. Maybe a grilled stuff. Put your phone away or leave. Thanks. What? No. And some sort of a nacho, perhaps. God, I hate this pen. A nacho. Nice. 2 of them. Good for you, Tupper. Now, Michaela, by the way, Michaela, not real happy about you. I went to your place of employ last night. You were not there. You were not there. 5:30. But it's okay. I'll probably get over it. But it just kind of irritated me. Michaela is only going to have 3 burritos. Okay. That's it. That's all. It's fine. Sarah, I believe you, dear, are going... I can't remember. Is it H or no H? No H. I'm not in the mood. I don't know how much more clear I need to make that. Thank you. Read it right here. If I look like this, not in the mood. By the way, if I've already chewed someone else's buttocks, I'm not in the mood. It was easy, wasn't it? All right. Now, Sarah. Sarah wants 1, and 0, because nachos are weird and gross and that shit. Whatever. I don't know. And Mrs. Parrott. I'm trying to go back to the old days when I just call people their last names. It's taking me a while to get back in the habit. All right, now here it is. 4, 1, 1. Okay, great. You're obviously sharing with someone. I'm making no comments about your eating styles or whatever. Saving up for tomorrow's breakfast. I don't know. Okay. Now, this is not difficult, but what does that look like to you, friends? What does that look like? Yes?
Matrices.
But it does look like a matrix. And if you know what matrices are, you're like, oh, that's like a matrix. People that don't know what matrices are, they're like, geez, it looks like a spreadsheet, Mr. Grimm. I bet we should use Excel. Oh, yeah. And you're both right. How exciting. So, it turns out that back in the day, the way that you did what we normally would do in a spreadsheet was done this way. And we'd write it like so, and we put these little brackets on it like so, and we'd have what we called a matrix. It's just a collection of numbers, that's all it is. Now, will they always be labeled like so? No. But it's nice when they have names on the top and the bottom so that you can see what they mean, but they won't always be that way, yes? When you were a little child, they said to you, hey, what's 2 plus 3? And you're like, 5. When they said, hey, Fred has 2 M&Ms and he gets 3 more M&Ms, how many M&Ms does Fred have? Well, yeah, Fred has 5 M&Ms. Whether you label it or not, it's the same problem, yes? All right, now, let's try this out. Now, tomorrow, because I'm such a nice fellow, well, first of all, I'm going to put this into a spreadsheet here in a second. But wait, how many rows are there here? 4 rows. And 3 columns. So we would say this is a 4 by 3 matrix. 4 rows, 3 columns. Always row by column. That's just the rule. If you had made this up back in the day, you could have gone the other direction. It's too late. Sorry, you're out of luck. This is the rule. You look like an idiot not playing by the rules. Okay? There it is. Now, let's go into Excel. I'm going to pop open my Excel. First of all, I'm going to close this piece of crap because I don't care anymore. Go away. There we go. And Excel. If you don't have Excel, oh, fart. I don't want to go on the interwebs. I want to go on Excel. There we go. So get your Excel open. And I am going to use Excel to deal with all of my matrix operations. And you're like, wow, I'm shocked. You shouldn't be, right? Now,
Up here on top, just because it's who I am, I'm going to put taco, burrito, nacho. And on the side, I'm just going to keep track. Who is top one?
Tupper.
Oh, yeah, Tupper. And then Michaela.
Sarah.
Michaela, did I spell it right? Well, the first time, did I? Michaela. That's not right, or it is right?
No.
It was? It was just a K, right?
M-A-K-A-Y-L-A.
Like that. Right.
And Sarah.
Sarah.
No, wait.
No H.
Then Parrot.
And Parrot. Lovely. And the numbers were going down?
3, 0, 1, 4.
2. What? I did? 2 T's? Darn it. Whatever. What else?
Then 1, 3, 1, 1.
And, oh, shoot. Oh, God dang it. Sarah, quit eating so much. There you go.
Then 2, 0, 0, 1.
Mr. Graham, what about cinnamon twists? You forgot them. Nobody ordered them, Creepshow. Nobody ordered them. There's more than 4 things. I'm well aware of that. Nobody ordered them. I don't care. Okay. Now, this was for Monday. What if I did it for Tuesday, too? Well, Mr. Groom, we would need a new matrix, wouldn't we? Do with me, please, right here. Now, we can do it a couple of ways. Actually, do this. Copy this. Paste it here, perhaps. Just those names. Copy just these guys across the top. Paste them right here. Webs. Boom. Now, day 2, Tupper, how many tacos do you want now? It's too late, pal. I'm doing it for you. Mr. Green, are you just making this crap up? As I always do, friends. When you're the teacher, you can do it someday. Now, is there any reason why I can't have a -1 here? Well, in this process, yes. In a regular matrix, is there any reason why it couldn't have been there? No. But in this case, it looks stupid. Yeah, you'd be vomiting a taco. That's weird. And then they're going to pay you for it, apparently. I don't even know. Okay? So, if this were Monday, and this were Tuesday, Mr. Groom, what if, how many total tacos, for instance, did Tupper have? How many total tacos did Tupper have? Well, you just went, Mr. Groom, I would add his tacos right here to his tacos right here. You know, that's what I would do too. And so, in a matrix, when we do these matrices, and I'm going to show you, oh, for God's sakes, my OneNote closed. When we do these matrices, what's going to end up happening is this. If you have a little matrix like this fella, to which you're going to add a little matrix like this guy, apparently I have a 4 hang up today, whatever, what would you add? Well, you would add this 1 to this 4 because they correlate to one another. In the case of Tupper, it's Tupper's tacos plus Tupper's tacos, yes? Equals Tupper's tacos. And so what would go here? 5. What would go right here, friends? 10. And what would go down here, for instance? 7.
3.
And tree. Mr. Grimm, do I need Excel for addition and subtraction of matrices? I don't need them, but it's not bad to see them. So why are you teaching us in Excel? Because for multiplication, I want Excel. Okay. And so you're like, well, could I, of course, just whip out the old iPhone calculator and do it by hand? Sure. Sure you could. But, of course, what would it look like in Excel, friends? Let's go back over here. So if I were to do this, and again, because I'm lazy, and that's how I like to do things, what if I just copy those things again? Because, again, it's just helpful, I think, to keep track of stuff whenever possible. So what would go right here? How would I do this in Excel? To get Tupper's total tacos, which is hard to say, what would I do? How would I add them on Excel? Haley, how would I find his total taco amount right here? How would I do it using the Excel way we've been doing it? Equals, and then what do I do? Click on the 3? Yes. Plus. Then you click on the 1 down here. That's hot. Hit enter. And then what would you do, friends?
Oh my God.
what would you do?
Do the same thing.
Oh, no, I would not do the same thing 9 times. That's too much work.
Alright, doing it 9 times.
What would I do? I'd click on it like this, and I would
No.
drag it down.
Oh my
Wait, but how does it
god. It's magic.
Can I drag it sideways too? Watch, wait for it. Watch, they're all highlighted. Look at them, look at them. Look at it. They're all highlighted. Wait for it. Click right here in the corner. Drag it sideways. You shut up.
How?
Ta-da! Now, you can use your iPhone calculator. Go for it, pal. If it's me, freaking using Excel, just saying. Unless it's like a 2x2, then it feels like I could probably do it faster in my head. But you do you. Okay? Clearly, wait for it, if I had 2 big ones, like the mileage charts we used today with like 10 cities by 10 cities, and I had to add 2 10 by 10s together, yeah, I'm going to use Excel. I'm going to use Excel, sir. This is how it is. Okay? Comments? Concerns? Not very hard, is it? Sarah? Is it hard? So, Sarah, what if I said to you, what if I said, listen, friends, because I'm such a nice fella, Tupper, you know what? All of you guys, I'm going to double your orders. For free! I don't know, whatever. Yeah. What would happen to every number in here?
It's gotta change.
We get times by 2. Now, we write that like this. We would write something like this. 2 times
The matrix.
this matrix. And I'm just going to make up some numbers. Don't ask me where these came from. It's not important right now. Any number will do. This is the equivalent, if you will, of doubling these people's orders, yes? So what will the 1 become, obviously? 2, 6, 14, 10, negative 12, 2. We call this scalar multiplication. If you see something written like this, where there is a number, like a 2 or 5 or 12 or 3.5 for that matter, times a matrix, it is just that number times everybody inside. Well, that's not very hard, is it? No. Now, could I speed this process up if I had a matrix already in Excel? You know, I think I could. Let's go into Excel, if you would. Let's just make one up. Let's go to a new sheet while we're at it, just for fun. And suppose I just, watch me just make up numbers here. No, there it is. I'm just going to do this. What is the dimensions of this matrix? It's a who by what?
4 by 2.
Faux by 2. Again, if these are people's orders from Taco Bell, hypothetically, 4 people, 2 things, yes? That would work, I suppose. What? What? Are you kidding me right now? You mean there's a variety of things that could be on here? She could have said, Mr. Groom, this matrix could have had how much these 4 people spent on Taco Bell yesterday and today. Ah! There's a variety of things that these things could mean. I don't care what it means today on this particular problem here. Okay? Now, what if I said I wanted to take this matrix and triple it? That is, multiply it by 3. Now, obviously, any nincompoop could times the thing by 3. But what would be the easiest way to do this? Of course, in Excel, like I used to like to do. Equals what? I want to times the whole thing by 3, remember? So equals?
So, A1 times 3 and then...
Okay, hang on. Wait for it. So A1 times 3. By the way, if you're like me, you would have said 3 times A1. Doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference. And then what am I going to do, Layla? I'm going to do what now, dear? I'm going to click on it. I'm going to drag it down. And then I'm going to drag it where? I know. I give you scalar multiplication. Again, not very hard. The idea of, look, I want to double my order. I want to, whatever I did last week, double it, triple it, whatever. Times it by 1.5. I don't care. I can do that easily, yes? Now, this year we'll be doing some quote-unquote applications of this. Bro, that's my name of my game, baby. Every day we talk about applications. Now, here's where it's going to get fun, because none of this I needed Excel for. None of it. And to be honest with you, I didn't really need it for the next thing either. It's just going to make my life way easier. Let's go back to Tupper's example. And can you hit me one more time with the original Tupper? Was it Tupper, then Sarah? Michaela. Then Sarah. I almost said supper. And then Parrot. Q. And what were the numbers again, just for fun?
The originals?
Yes.
3, 0, 1, 4.
Oh, darn it. Okay, go ahead.
And 1, 3, 1, 1. 2, 0, 0, 1.
Nice. All right. So I'm a nice guy, but I'm not that nice a guy. I am just going to the store. I am not buying the food. I'm just going to the store for these 4 people for whatever reason, because I'm kind of nice. I'm not that nice. Okay? So what do I need to know? What thing would I really kind of like to know when I get back? You. I mean, when I bring this food back to them, here, Tupper, here's your food. What am I going to stand? I'm going to stand there like an idiot for a few minutes, waiting for what? I want money. Now, how much does Tupper owe me?
A lot.
Well, we need to know some prices, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
So how much is a taco?
149.
Wait a minute, back up train. How many individual prices will I need to know?
A lot.
3.
3.
Why?
Tacos, burritos.
Tacos, burritos, nachos. Mr. Groom, I want you to know that a Mexican fry costs as much.
There's no nice surprise.
Nobody ordered those.
Muchos.
Are you with me? Nobody ordered them. So if you look at this, I had 4 people, 3 items. I better have 3 prices to go with my 3 items. Yes? All right, what are they again? $1.49?
Yeah.
All right, whatevs. Now I'm going to write it in. I'm going to write it in this fashion that I write it in for just a moment. There's a reason I'm going to write it in this fashion. So I'd like you to do it with me. Okay, but I'll explain momentarily why it is so important that I'm writing the way I'm writing it. Okay? So how much? My grilled stuffed is how much? 4 something?
Yeah, like 4. I don't know.
I'm going to say $4.99.
Okay.
I'm not really sure why Michaela's getting 3 of those, but she's sharing with her friends. That's great. And what was the thing we said? Nachos? Well, nachos Belgrande or something. I don't know, whatever. How much is it? Make up a number. $3.29. Because everything has to end in a 9, otherwise it wouldn't be talked about. Right. Now, Joey, how many, when this is all done, I've got, 12 numbers here, yes? Get these 3 numbers over here. When I am done, sir, how many numbers would I like to have? Me personally, how many numbers am I really interested in knowing? 4. Why? The total for each of those people. Am I right? Now, what if I came back with like 12 numbers? Well, that's weird, Mr. Groom. Why wouldn't you just add up exactly all of what Sarah owes me? Oh, I never thought about that. So when it's done in a minute, I need to know how much does Sarah owe me, how much does Parrot owe me, how much does everybody owe me, yes? So that's a total of 4 people, so I should have 4 numbers momentarily, yes?
Yes.
All right, cool. So I am looking for, in a moment, I want 4 numbers. That's the important thing. Well, how much does Tupper owe me? How would you do that?
149 times 3.
So you would, like everybody on the planet, go, well, it's 3 times $1.49 plus 1 times $4.99 plus 2 times $3.29, and you'd plus them together, wouldn't you? Let's do that, shall we? Let's write that down somewhere. Now, remember, I would like it to be so that it's Tupper's money. So it's going to be 3 times $1.49 plus 1 times $4.99 plus 2 times $3.29. And that is one number that corresponds to J. Yes? Next line down is going to be what? Michaela? And of course, it's going to be 0 times $1.49. I'm going to show it anyways, even though it's stupid. It looks stupid. I'm doing it anyways. That's never stopped me from doing something just because it was stupid. Sarah? 1 times $1.49 plus 1 times $4.99 plus 0 times $3.29. Parrot? Now, there is nothing earth-shattering about what we're doing here, is there? No. Mr. Grimm, is there a... It doesn't seem like doing it with matrices is helpful yet. Well, it's not. You don't know how to do them yet. All we're doing is talking about justification for why we're going to get the answers we're going to get here in a minute, okay? And why matrix multiplication works the way it does. Okay? This right here is how everybody would have done on their little iPhone. Huh? Okay, top three only 1250. Okay. And what is it? What do the numbers come out to be? What do the numbers come out to be? Does anybody have an answer for me there on the top?
1604.
1604.
1497. 648. And then 1424.
Beautiful. And again, these numbers, what?
It's 24, not
Oh,
28.
my bad. And so these four numbers, you see, correspond to these four people, yes? What would you consider this matrix here to be? What dimensions?
4 by 1.
4 by 1. Wait, that is key. So this is a 4 by 3. This fella here is a 3 by 1. Why was it important that we must have had a 3 over here? Why do we have to have 3 numbers? Because there were 3 columns over here. Listen, so 3 rows over here, but that's not the point. Well, it is and it isn't. The reason I needed these 3 numbers is because there were 3 different items to buy, yes? So the columns over here have to match the rows over here. And for those of us who've had matrices before, the rule is you can multiply them if the middle numbers match up. That's the rule. And I'm telling you that now too. But in the past, no one told you why necessarily. That would be like saying if this was a 5 here, it would be like you had 5 items and you only told me 3 prices. Well, that would be stupid, wouldn't it? Right? Or, look, I only bought 2 things. Here's the entire list of all the prices. Thanks, pal. I only needed 2 of them. The middle 2 numbers must match. But wait a minute. I ended up with a 4 by 1 matrix when I was done, yes? Hey, those are the outside dimensions, aren't they? Oh. So, in general, this is always true. If you take an M by N matrix. So this is matrix 1. That is, it has M rows and N columns. And you multiply it by matrix 2. What does matrix 2 have to have for sure? N in the first one right there. Yes, that's right. N rows. That's exactly right. And what can it have here? Anything it wants to have. I'm going to use B, I guess, just for a good time. If the middle 2 match, I can multiply them. My new answer matrix will have what dimensions? It'll be a what by who?
M by
An M by B. That's what you meant, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Voila. This will always be true. Now, it's important to understand why that is, but it's important to understand that it is because that's how Excel is going to help us out momentarily, okay? It's really quite straightforward. So let's try one, shall we? Yes? We got it? Yes? No? No? All right, now, Joe. Back to Excel. To the Excel, people. All right. I'm going to come back to the original problem, and I'm going to grab this original matrix here. You with me? I'm going to copy that sucker. I'm going to stick it on another page just for a good time. There you go. Ooh. Now over here somewhere, I'm going to put my prices. Like right, I think like right here, if that's okay. What are they? $1.49?
Yeah.
And $4.99?
Yeah.
And
3.99.
and because I actually listen to Mr. Grimm when he talks, and I'm not saying you don't, I'm not judging you. I'm going to make those into dollar signs because I know how to. So in a minute, when I get done multiplying, what will my answers be when I get done? Tell me in dollars. How exciting. That's not necessary on every problem we do, but this one makes me kind of happy. How many? You said I was going to have a 4 by 1 when I was done, yes? Listen carefully. In Excel, when you go to do multiplication, you must highlight the size of the answer matrix. I know I'm going to get a 4 by 3 times a 3 by 1. I know I will end up with a 4 by 1. You must highlight the size of your final answer, yes? Yes? No? Okay, this is how it goes, yo. Equals M mult. What on earth do you suppose M mult stands for? Oh my God! She's on a roll. Matrix multiplication. That's right. Now, hey. Thanks. We'll chat later. So I'm going to highlight the first matrix. Just take my mouse and go bleep. Play along with me now. Comma. Highlight the second one. Parentheses. Do not hit enter yet. Okay? Now I know some of you already did, huh? It's okay. I will fix it momentarily. Okay? Now listen carefully. You must do as I tell you. It is Control, Shift, Enter at the same time. Voila! Now listen, if you screwed it up, not a big deal. Just come back, highlight them again, right? Right? Equals M mult. Highlight your first one, comma, highlight your second one, parentheses, Control, Shift, Enter. Done. Okay? Did we get the same answers that Joey gave us earlier? Yeah, but Joey did it faster, bro. We did it faster, didn't we? Yeah, that's nice. Shh. Can you stop? All right, now, what's the matter, Layla? No? Wait, what, Mr. Grimm, what happens if I don't hit Control, Shift, Enter? That's a great question. Wait, two things. What if I, first of all, did not pay attention to you and I just went equals M mult. Mr. Grimm said this, comma, this, parentheses. Why did I just get one? Because you didn't highlight the size and shape of the deal. Wait, Mr. Grimm, what if I did this? Let me get rid of some of this garbage. There you go. Watch this. What if I did this? I think my answer is going to look like this, Mr. Groom. Well, first of all, you're an idiot. Because you don't listen to a thing I say. Okay? And then I hit Control, Shift, Enter. That is not necessary. It's the wrong answer. Sometimes Excel will give you, well, it's sort of the right answer, but it's too many columns, yes? So pay attention to what you're doing. Another thing that a lot of people will do wrong is they'll go like this. They'll highlight it like this. You see this? And then they'll watch me. They'll click here. And they'll type it in and go, I swear I highlighted them. Well, but then you unhighlighted them. Okay? So I get a little irritated of that. That's how it goes. I know. I should just get over it. 1, 2, 3, 4 equals M mult. And remember, this is not very rocket surgery-like. So if you screw it up, just, do it again. There you go. Control, Shift, Enter. Voila. Why did the $9 signs not come with me? Honest to God, I don't know, Joe. I thought they would. But life goes on. Life goes on. I'm over it. What were you going to say, Joey? What were you going to say, something? All right. Let's try another one, shall we? Now, Bryson, this is for you. Bryson, I want you to come up with a matrix that is a 2 by 3. And then tell me what it is. A 2 by 3. We'll call this the B matrix because for Bryson. Go ahead. 2 rows or 3 columns? What is there? 2 rows or 2 columns? If I say 2 by 3. There you go. There you go. Nice. For those of you listening at home, he said 2 people, 3 items. He's totally right. I'm going to use a -3 this time. I think we're all big kids and realize that some of the numbers could be negative without hurting anybody. I mean, at this point, it was an analogy, the Taco Bell routine. Yeah, it was an analogy. But it doesn't have to be that way forever. All right, so Ryan, pick me a matrix. Let's call it the R matrix. What size would it have to be, dimension-wise, if I wanted to plus these 2 matrices together?
3 by 2. 2 by 3.
It has to be exactly the same size if I want to add them. Yes? So if I want to add them or subtract them, they must be exactly the same size. Again, why is that? Yesterday I asked 4 people what the 3 things they wanted for lunch was. Today I asked them again. So if I say let's add up, find the total, I better have 4 people in 3 columns. That's just weird otherwise. Yes? So they have to be the same dimensions. All right, make a number up for me there, buddy. What do you get?
5,
Sure.
9, 13,
Sure.
17,
All right.
7, 4.
Nice. Well, let's minus them this time. Let's just minus them. And before we minus, yeah, let's just minus them. All right, now I'm going to pull up the old Excel-aroonie here. And I'm going to go ahead and enter them in Excel just because I want to practice that. Again, by the time I get done putting them into Excel, you're like, and rightly so, you're saying I could have done it faster in my iPhone to add. You're probably not wrong. Okay? All right, now. Can you turn that off, please? Thanks. Just turn it off, unplug it, do something to it. That'd be swell. Maybe set a different computer. I'll have to put it in a work order on that or something, apparently. That's how it goes. Life, things break down sometimes. So, I'm going to type them in. I'll make it bigger momentarily once I get done entering them. Oops. That's a great question Eric had up here. If you didn't hear him, that's because he's so quiet. I'm just teasing. Eric didn't really say it, but Eric could have very well asked me the question. Although, what was the second? I can't find this. What was the second bunch of numbers? What was the second matrix? Going across? 5, 9. Oops.
13.
Wait, you're going too fast. 5, 9, 13. And then the bottom?
17. 7.
Q. Joe asked the question, or Eric did. I can't remember which one of them asked it. It was a pretty good question, though. Does it matter where I put these on my screen? No. Put them wherever you want to put them. It's a great question. Just like before in financial math, we didn't care where they were. I just stuck them on there somewhere. Right, now, what did I want to do? I just set them on to minus?
Yeah.
All right. So, how do I do a minus problem here? So, equals whom minus whom? Help me out.
A1 minus E1.
A1 minus E1. Beautiful. And then enter. And then click and drag it down. And then drag it across. Could I drag it across and then down? Yes. Yes, you could have. Voila. There's your answer. Nice. What would happen? What would happen if I did it this way? Now just watch carefully. Equals 3 times A1 plus 2 times E1. So first of all, what am I doing when I'm doing this? 3 times A1. What am I going to be doing effectively to this matrix over here? I'm going to be tripling them all, multiplying by a scalar, yes? Doing the same thing over here, adding together later, yes? That's the idea. So if I do this, what's this answer going to be? Well, 3 times 3 is?
9.
And then 2 times 5 is?
10.
And when I add them, I'm going to get 19. Is that true?
Yep.
Yay! Like so? Oops. And like so. Oop, no. Like so. Yes. How would that go in the computer, Mr. Grimm? Would it be? Is there a problem? Thank you. 3b plus 2r. Is that what I just did? I did 3 times Bryson's matrix plus 2 times Ryan's matrix. Yes? Voila. Not very difficult. Yes, sir.
Is there a way, so with the last matrix we did add molt.
Yes.
Is there a way to do it with addition and subtraction?
No. No. You know why there isn't? Because it's not hard to do it. You know what I'm saying? You just go equals this plus this, click and drag. So no, there isn't. M mult, because matrix multiplication is, by definition, a little weird. It's not just straight multiplication, is it? Is you're multiplying, 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 and then adding individual pieces together. That is how it works. So it's the number of tacos times the price of tacos, number of burritos times the price of burritos, number of nachos times the price of nachos, added up. That is what goes in the actual cell. Yeah? That's the important thing. Now, Let's make another one, shall we? Now, I'll just make up a matrix here. I'm going to write it on my notes. These are not very difficult. This is A, and A is a who by what there, Layla? A who by what? What are its dimensions? 2 by 3. Oops. And so, dear, here's my question. Give me a matrix that I can multiply this with, but think outside the bun. Please don't give me a 3 by 1. Obviously, we can do a 3 by 1. Okay? It has to be a 3 by something, yes? So pick me a last number over here, would you? I'm asking you, dear. I'm just happy and pleased as punch that you showed up today, 2 days in a row. What do you got? 3 by who? 3 by 6. By God, yes. Oh, now, that's going to be exciting. That's going to be a fairly large matrix. It's going to look something like this. It's too much work. I don't get paid enough. I asked for it. I said go nuts. That's what I said it. It's my fault.
Oh, that's 56.
Yes? Si, bueno. So, can I multiply these two matrices? Yes. Yes, I certainly can. Because the middle numbers match. Yes? There they are, Chloe. Whee! Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Ah, crap. So, Chloe, the middle numbers match, you see, dear? And so my new dimension will be a 2 by 6, yes? Stream, can you give me an example of this like the tacos? Well, if I had nothing better to do today, I'd come up with some lame-o weird example. Yes. Okay. Not everything we do I can give you this is a perfectly good example for. But in terms of how they work, I can do it totally fine. This is, if you will, very similar to Bob, yes, and Josephine. Today, they are going to purchase the following things: tacos, burritos, nachos. But wait, on Monday they went to Taco Bell. These were the prices. Tuesday they went to a food cart, which apparently gives away free tacos, apparently is all I can figure, okay? Because it's $0. That's weird. The next day they went to Mooch's, where they actually pay you to eat their tacos, apparently. And the next day they went here, and so forth, and so on, yes? Now, Mr. Grimm, if I am buying their lunch, I'm going to buy their food for them at 6 different places, for 6 different days. Instead of having 2 total numbers when I'm finished, I should have how many numbers when I'm finished? 12, yes, I think? Because this guy, Bob, should have 6 different numbers because he owes me from 6 different places. And what's her face here? Should have 6 also numbers, yes? That is what it is. Can I make an example for all of them? I think I can. It just takes a while sometimes, okay? Now, help me type these numbers into Excel quickly. Where are we at time-wise? Oh, we got lots of time. If you're not playing along, shame on you. All right? Just shame, shame, shame on you. All right, give me the first one. What is it? The numbers across?
217.
Q.
3, 4, 19.
The only weird part about this problem is not that food cart was giving away free food. It's the reason that Josephine needs 19 freaking nachos every day of the week. That's the weird part of this problem, okay? That's just odd. Okay, go ahead. What do you get? What's the other one then?
1, 0.
Are we going across or down?
Cross.
Okay, cool. 1, 0. Oops, dang it. 1, 0.
-3, 5, 0, 7.
Q.
1, 9, 2, 1, 2, 56.
Yeah, that's a lot.
2, 3, 6, 4, 4, 0.
By the way, this food cart is charging $56 for a burrito. It's a lot of money. But it's okay. This is just made up crap. Okay? Now, we said already, Chloe, we said that our final answer would be a 2 by 6. Did we not? So notice how I highlight the 2 by 6 before I begin. And then I simply say equals, oops, M mult And then it is imperative, friends, that you do it in the correct order. This guy, comma, this guy. Control, Shift, Enter. Voila. Almost like magic. Wait, this will happen. Everybody watch what I'm going to do. By the way, wrong. Watch how I screw this up intentionally. Equals M mult. Why would you do it wrong? Because kids will do it wrong in a minute, and then they'll start complaining that you said it would work, and it doesn't work, Mr. Groom.
You missed your row.
Oh, fart. That wasn't the part I was trying to screw up, so thank you. There you go. Now, look what's going to happen when I hit enter. Control Shift Enter. Now, why did it do that? Because I was telling it to multiply a 3 by 6 times a 2 by 3. And what does Betsy say?
No.
Loosely translated, that is drop dead, or screw you, or you're an idiot, or you're a blankety, 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 blankety idiot. But this is a problem, friends. Betsy will not give you an answer. Okay? It flat out will not work. Don't come crying to me when you screw it up. Everybody does it. Just be aware that, well, that happens sometimes. You botched it up. Try again. Try again. Now, interestingly enough, you're like, does it always work that if you multiply in the wrong order, it won't work? No. Actually, sometimes it'll actually work. Oops, I don't know what I was doing there. For instance, sometimes if you have a matrix like this, and this is my A matrix, and then I have a B matrix here, like, I don't know, 4, 6, 1, 3. If I do A times B, can I do it? Well, this is a 2 by 2 times a 2 by 2, so yes, the middle numbers match. My final answer will also be a 2 by 2, correct? But notice, B, come on, right, you hippie. B times A is also 2 by 2 times 2 by 2, yes? So the question is, will I get the same answer? I don't know, let's find out. So, let's find out. Inquiring minds must know. So what were my numbers? 1? Is it 1?
1.
Oh, sorry, thank you. 3, 1.
And 1, 2.
Q, and the next one is?
4, 6.
4, 6. Or 4 across, 4, 6? Yes?
Across 4, 6.
Cool.
1, 3.
Nice. All right. Shh, watch carefully. I know I will end up with a 2 by 2, yes? So equals M mult. This fella, A, comma, this dude, B, Control, Shift, Enter. I get those numbers. Okay? Now let's do it the other way around. Now we're used to regular multiplication where it doesn't matter if you do 3 times 2 or 2 times 3, yes? Let's see if it matters with matrices. Control, Shift, Enter. Whoa, wait now. This is not the same as this, is it? Remember on the last one it didn't work? This one it actually works. You can multiply it. They're just not the same. And so over here in your notes, I'd like you to write this. B times A does not equal A times B. That means that matrix multiplication is not commutative. Remember, commutative means I can flip-flop the order, yes? It is not commutative. You cannot switch them. Still, top 5 funniest things a kid ever said to me in a long time. So, addition is, or multiplication is, and the girl said, communicable? And I went, no, that's herpes. No, commutative. It's commutative. But matrix multiplication is not commutative. So even if you can get an answer to B times A times B, they are not the same. No. Never. With the exception of one weird answer, which is, wait, Mr. Grimm, you mean like how 1 and 0 give me weird answers? Yes, like 1 and 0 give me weird answers. Sometimes when you times by 1, and you're like, wait,
but it only works for one. Remember those deals? There's one weird situation, which we'll talk about later. But in general, matrix multiplication is not commutative. It's not communicable either. That's right. You will not catch it. All right? Now, on Monday, we'll come in, we'll review a little bit. I'll hand you a sheet that we're going to do this. Mr. On the sheet, will it have like, here are the matrices, and then it'll say like add A plus B and 2A times 3B and stuff like that? Yeah. And then will I be able to just do it all in Excel like this and write the answers on paper? Yeah. Yeah. And so it's not very difficult. All right? Now, where are we going with this? We are going to learn matrices so that we can then apply them later on with another project down the line. Probably after Christmas, so I don't think we'll get to it before Christmas. Okay? So we're probably going to do a few things like matrices and a couple of things prior to Christmas because there's not really time to do a full project thing before then. What are we going to say then? Who had the question? Tammy? You? Lena? No? All right.
So speaking of math and Christmas, I remember one year my dad, Christmas morning, he had wrapped all our presents, but he put numbers on them, which confused me and my brother.